saying is, when's he going to put the moves? In other words, I don't mean that in a sexual way. What I mean is, he's trying to lead you to Christ, right?
His version.
His version, whatever, you know. I have not seen this occur. All I'm seeing is you guys having these intellectual discussions about the state of the church, the state of the world, the millennials, this, that, you know. I am not seeing somebody say, this is the way. You know, this is the way. This is why I believe this is the way. You know, I would like very much if sometime if you would give my church a try, you know, and see what it's like, you know. And
he didn't want me to go to his church.
Is this strange or what? Yeah.
Yeah, I go to an agnostic dude who claims to be a Presbyterian, and the guy, you just walk in the fucking place, no problem.
Now that I don't get, but whatever. I don't get any of these people anymore. The Bible is...
The church is dead. Can we agree on that pretty much?
No. I still believe there's an ember.
Sit down.
Okay? That's like when there's a grass fire. And they think it's all out and everything's cool. Go home, everybody. The flames are out.
My head hurts.
There's always a little spark somewhere.
Yeah.
That spark is fanned and there's something to burn. It's going to freaking reignite.
Calm down.
Okay? What I'm saying is there is still a church. There is a church and it's all over the world. It's this individual, that individual, two from here, one from there, you know, whatever.
Mm.
There are real Christians. I would love you to meet some of these people, you know, but in this town, I don't know where they are. I've looked for them. I've lived here since 1991 and I haven't met one. I would love to, you know, I really would, but I haven't met one. I've met church people. Come to my church. You know? And if you do go to their church, all they care about is the offering plate and come back.
Oh, I know. Did you know that some of these churches have gold-plated offering plates?
Yeah, I don't know if those are really gold or whatever.
Yeah, they are.
Whatever, it's stupid.
Imagine how much that fucker's worth. Go to that pawn store, they say you got guns or gold.
Do you really think that Jesus... What's the offering Jesus took up? The only time this dude in the Bible is ever shown taking up an offering is what he did, the Sermon on the Mount, where the crowds followed him for like all day and stuff. They had little children, there were women, everything like that. He looked at the crowd and he had compassion. These people are hungry.
This person is tired.
Yeah, so anyway, he took up, a little boy had like 3 fish or something. He brings the fish to him. Jesus, thank God for him. He broke Jesus, who is God, thanked God for the fish. And
okay, yeah, explain that. At Presbyterian, he believes that Jesus is the Son of God.
There you go. I will agree on that.
That's what it fucking says.
He is the Messiah.
That's what it says. Right.
You know, is he in agreement with what God says? Yes.
But he's a prophet. You know, and that's like you got these people that saying Jesus is God. Well, he ain't much of one. Because where the hell was he the whole time? Jesus. God is a man. In Judaism, it is complete sacrilege for a man to be God. Exactly. So Jim Wolfe and Pat Robertson and all these stupid fucking morons in like Georgia and Alabama,
well,
you know, ignorant.
That the Jews are God's chosen people.
Yeah, that bullshit.
They had the blinders pulled off their eyes to see that God's not God anymore, it's Jesus.
Yeah, and did you know that Presbyterian guy said that he told him that Jesus is Jewish and 3 people walked out? That's Taylorville. Tell your story when that happened. But try not to take up all this time.
No. Well, I remember the thing that stands out in my mind is the time I was eating and I was with you at Reenie's drugstore. We were having hamburgers or something. And these 2 ladies that I know are Catholic were sitting there, and I'm, you know, oblivious to what they're talking about. I could care less. And you had asked me something, and I told you that...
I remember that.
That Mary and Joseph had children after Jesus. That they were a normal couple, you know. Just because Jesus was a virgin birth. Joseph did marry Jesus. Marry.
Well, that was a screw up.
No, he did marry Mary. Okay, and after that they had a family. How do you know? Because it says so, and I believe it's in the book of Matthew, where they came to hear him preach. His mother and his brothers. And they gave the names. Of course, this is King James, where they give them English names that ain't their names.
Every time you stop talking, that bird makes that sound.
You enjoy my sermon, Birdie? Yeah, but and so because
it just said that, it just made a noise right after.
These ladies were apparently listening into our conversation. They were offended. They were so angry. It was like I was blaspheming God. No, I am not. Read it yourself. It's there in black and white.
You need to calm down.
See, this is why I was a good minister. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about where people have feeling about.
Yeah, I understand that, but dude, I feel
for God.
Yeah, could you calm the fuck down? I don't feel good right now. I feel really tired. I feel like I'm gonna drop this camera any second. Could we hurry this up?
Okay, so
thank you.
Okay, what am I getting at again?
You got 2 minutes, and that's all I'm giving you.
Okay, whatever.
I want you to talk about, like, the Church of the Agnostic, or whatever you call it.
So that's...
Where you got the... Okay, hold on. What the Church of the Agnostic is basically churches. They could be from any denomination or whatever, blah, 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 blah. And they're basically these liberal churches. They're the churches that believe that... They basically believe that, I choose to ignore parts of the Bible because I disagree with it. And, although in Leviticus and in the book of Romans it clearly says that homosexuality is a sin, they're all like, no, it's not, it's perfectly normal. And the Bible doesn't say that. I support same-sex marriage, and I'm not a Christian, I'm an atheist. But here's the thing. These people claiming to be Christians don't even know what their own book says.
I support if somebody can smoke a cigarette.
Yeah, and they don't even support that.
You know why? We all are here. We all have to make a choice. You choose to follow God. It's not like, or it's not like, I was baptized when I was 1 week old. I'm a Christian. No, you're not. You're a little innocent baby and your parents took you to church and the guy did the hamina and did the thing.
If you're going to talk, hold the camera.
Okay, whatever. So now you got this millennial shit or whatever.
Make
where
sure
these
you keep a good grip on it.
Don't want to follow what God says. They probably don't even know what it says. People don't read, so I could assume that they wouldn't even read the Bible that has the answers that they are seeking. You may have to read it 2 or 3 times. Maybe this is because, especially King James. God, we don't talk like this anymore. This is not the 1600s, The phrasing of things is very archaic. But along with that, you can get like a concordance. What a concordance is it gives you the literal translation of every word in that Bible from the original Hebrew, the Aramaic, and the Greek.
Did you talk about Megan?
Megan is just going through her time right now where she's very confused. She's got a marriage that doesn't seem to be working, or there's no longer the closeness that there was when they got married. She's going through a thing where she's looking around her and she's saying, wait a minute, this isn't like the world I remember. I've been busy and I haven't paid attention, and now it's like, what is this?
Talk about how I'm kind of responsible for that.
You are. You opened her eyes.
Explain.
Well, you had the conversation with her about how the people in this town, how they're this and that, and she never had paid attention to it before. She was started out as a nurse practitioner, now she's a doctor, and she just treated sick people, and she probably didn't pay any attention to it, But then she sat out in the waiting room one day, just like a regular person. And she listened in on conversations, not like you want to, but people talk loud. and she heard what these people talk about, where their heads are at, where their hearts are at, and it is disturbing. So yeah, I mean, so now she's confused. Is there even a God? She's very confused. So what she's doing right now, but I would suggest a good place for that too is the Catholic Church. So you can sit in the back. You don't got to be Catholic to go to the Catholic Church. Sometimes it's a good place to heal up your wounds. You want to be in a church. You love God, but you really don't. You don't want to join a church. You don't want to be happy day.
Hey, could you stop preaching for a minute?
Yeah.
Well, did you know that she also wants to learn about religion? She's been taking like all these seminary classes and shit.
Okay.
Yeah. And for some reason she was all like really touchy-feely and hugging on me and shit.
Well, I don't think
This person's my doctor, I'm used to a professional
Yeah,
setting.
yeah, right.
I'm not used to, and stuff, and I see that there's no longer a ring on her finger. I'm like, hold on.
Yeah, back off on that one.
She's pretty.
Well, I know, honey. Right now,
No,
she's
I'm not
messed
just
up.
saying that. She's really pretty.
Right now, what she needs is a friend, if anything.
Could you?
You know?